I think one of the biggest payoffs from this program is the generalization outside the classroom, and that happens because we planned for it and structured it. One of the ways that we plan for it and structure it is to engage other people in the setting where the students are having the program facilitated. Other teachers, counselors, social workers, administrators, even parents, so that they're aware of what we're doing, what they're learning, and they can ask students explicitly to engage in those kinds of metacognitive behaviors that they're learning in their classroom.
Yes, and that's why it's so important for facilitators to have conversations with their fellow teachers and their administrators and others that work in the school setting to talk about actually what the program does involve. And to garner the support and maybe even structure some opportunities for a generalization if they're not occurring naturally in the other settings.
Well, I think that's really great, and I agree. I think it's important that the vocabulary that we use is commonly used within the school. For example, athletes have been doing the visual rehearsal for forever, but if teachers sit down and prior to a large test, if they walk through the students how to visualize, how they will study for the test, how they will prepare for the test, how they'll come in, and how they'll be calm, and how they'll breathe, and how they'll just be ready to do. If the general ed teachers are using skills that we're helping students to acquire, and they will encourage the student to apply it in all academic areas, I just think the learning goes that much faster for the student, the application improves, and I think that what we have seen is an overlap or an improvement in the academic areas as well.
Yeah, that's just the point, because the metacognitive skills carry over very strongly to things like social studies and science, math, where problem solving is a big emphasis, where you're asking the student, you know, why do you think that happened? What were the roots in the historical past that led to that outcome? And so they're getting a lot of that cause and effect that they've been set up for by having to think about that in the context of their behavior, their goal setting, their planning, their implementation of their plan, and their self-evaluation of how well they're doing.
If we take a look at the Common Core standards in English language arts and think about the speaking and listening, where students actually have to present and speak in front of folks, you know, it's well known that public speaking is one of the most frightening things to most people. And if a student practices, does the visual rehearsal, does the verbal rehearsal, and gives themselves a healthy dose of positive self-talk, I have no doubt they'll be more successful in achieving those standards that our English language arts teachers, social studies, science teachers, virtually everyone is asking them to do.